Now, the problem of procrastination is that it can make you miss important opportunities that come once in a lifetime or in a long time. That is, if you fail to take some key steps today. Another concern is that procrastination can make you push off important things whose impact on your life, relationships, or career are significant. To quote William James, nothing is so fatiguing as the external hanging on of an uncompleted task. Have you ever felt that nagging, that hanging on of the pressure that comes because you've not completed a task? You know, that nagging feeling that you feel when you have important tasks that are uncompleted, yet the deadline is nigh, it's coming soon? I think we've all felt something about that. Research shows that some personal styles are more likely to encourage this habit of chronic procrastination. Maybe let me start by saying, what is chronic procrastination? I personally believe that just general procrastination where we fail to maybe do things exactly at the right time is not always the problem. The main problem happens when you're a chronic procrastinator, where you procrastinate again and again and keep pushing things off until it has severe consequences. That's my concern, chronic procrastination. Hi there, I'm Catherine Ngahu from SBO Research. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, Elevators, where we offer elevating and empowering messages to help you grow in life, career, and business. In this video, I will talk about 3 personal styles that can predispose you to procrastinate. And I will also highlight some ideas on how to overcome them. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel. We see procrastination as the habit of putting off things until later. Many times we say until tomorrow. So the procrastinator says, I will do it tomorrow. And that tomorrow never comes, because when you get to tomorrow, we call it what? Today. And then they say again, I'll do it tomorrow, and so on and so forth. Procrastination leads to pressure or stress. You know that nagging feeling that you feel when you have important tasks that are uncompleted. Say, for example, you have a school project with a deadline coming soon and you have not completed it. Or you have a critical deadline at work and your boss sends you a question about progress. How do you feel? How do you respond? Most likely, you start to feel stressed up. Or you have not filed your tax returns, and Kenya Revenue Authority keeps advertising reminders that say 6 days left, 5 days left, and so on. How does that make you feel? For me, it makes me feel pressured. This reminds me of the statement by Christopher Parker that procrastination is like a credit card. It's a lot of fun until you get the bill. I think that captures the outcome of procrastination. Some personal styles tend to encourage the habit of procrastination. Dr. Linda Sapadin, a success coach and psychologist, addressed this question of personal styles and procrastination in her book titled, It's About Time: The 6 Styles of Procrastination and How to Overcome Them. This is a book I would recommend for you because I find it a useful tool for learning how to deal with procrastination and to understand the procrastination drivers that apply to you personally and how to overcome that habit. Now, I'm going to take 3 of Dr. Sapadin's personal styles in this video and add my personal perspective, my personal views around this issue. So let's go straight to the 3 personal styles that are likely to predispose you to procrastinate. First is perfectionist. This is a personal style associated with setting very high expectations. The perfectionist is a thorough worker, but who tends to split hairs over small details, and this hinders them from starting a new task because of the fear that they may not be able to do it right, or they have not prepared enough, or they have not yet identified the best method to handle that task. Their extremely high expectations make them fuss too much about outcomes, and particularly if everything will turn out right or up to standard. These types may feel that they need more time to do the task in order to meet their high standards. And that becomes the basis of putting off important activities until later. Some of the excuses of the procrastinators are in this mindset of perfectionism, not enough time to do it right, not enough resources, and so on. If your procrastination is driven by this personal style to be perfect, you need to overcome this challenge by getting focused on when to start more than when to finish the task. The idea is to aim for better than last time, or what we would call continuous improvement, not perfection. As we have said many times here, no one is perfect. To quote Gloria Steinem, perfection is internalized oppression. So don't oppress yourself. You should also be willing to seek help from others so that you are not overburdened, even if you work well under pressure. You have to escape the terror barrier. Furthermore, to overcome this challenge, the perfectionist needs clear timelines. They should also seek to think of options of how to do the task. They need to adopt the mindset of the 9 ways of skinning a cat. Sorry about the cat, just an example. It's a way of thinking so that you can avoid getting stuck. I also think that they may benefit from setting goals that touch the heart, that move them, that inspire them. That is, goals that are capable of dominating their thoughts in order to unlock their energy. I like the way Roy Bennett said, quote for quote, embrace being perfectly imperfect. Learn from your mistakes and forgive yourselves. You will be happier. Sometimes waiting for the perfect moment to do something can be seen as self-sabotage. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Now, the second personal style that encourages procrastination is the dreamer. The dreamer's personal style relates to not being detail-oriented, or basically not paying attention to details. The dreamer tends to see the forest, but not the trees. A dreamer has a vision and may aspire to accomplish great things, but has no follow-through. As Jean Hayden put it, following through is the only thing that separates dreamers from people that accomplish great things. Like start a business, get into politics, write a book, follow through with your work and satisfy the expectations of your customers or your whatever it is that you need to do. Follow through is key in helping you push forward. You could even think of the people who went for the World Rally Championship, Safari Rally in Kenya last week. We saw the ones who made it and those who did and we get involved, those who followed through with their dreams and pursued them to fruition at the tough Kenya Safari Rally, with the World Rally Championship having come back here in Kenya after 20 years. It was a great feat. That's a difference between procrastinating and dreaming, following through. What I mean to show with that is that personal style is not the issue here. To be a dreamer is not a problem. The main challenge is when the dreamer lacks clear, tangible plans to see the dream through to successful execution. This leads to the tendency to use vague terms, suggesting that they will do it at some point or someday or when they have time, To overcome this kind of procrastination that arises because of this personality of being a dreamer, you need to be more specific and to break down your big dream into goals or specific objectives. Dreamers need to commit to set SMART goals. SMART as in S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. Furthermore, coming up with strategies and tactics or specifying what to do and how to do it is one of the ways to address this style of procrastination. To learn more about this approach, do watch my video on strategies and tactics for your goals. One thing that will help the dreamer overcome procrastination is to recognize that hope is not a strategy. Now, the third personal style that causes or that supports procrastination is the pleaser. The personal style of the pleaser makes him a natural procrastinator. These types of people who are pleasers, and I guess we all have a little pleaser mentality within us, they hate disappointing anyone so much that they can't bring themselves to say no to many requests. This makes them good candidates for procrastination because they always say yes to so many things. So they always have too much on their plate because of accepting to let others dump their unfinished business or unfinished tasks on them, or saying yes to everyone or to everything. These are the kind of people who are likely to take up so many family and work responsibilities as others idle around. Now, they tend to fill their calendars with low priority tasks which take a lot of time and make them to appear always busy and generally overwhelmed and overstretched. You know the kind of person I'm talking about. People who will agree to run errands for friends, work colleagues, and for family members, and then have no time for themselves, no time for their own important tasks, no time for self-care, no time to do their own things. Some people call them Mr. Nice or Miss Nice, but also they tend to exploit their kindness. So one of the greatest challenges is that being a pleaser makes you open to exploitation. I like to think that the pleaser can benefit from what Steve Jobs said, that it's only by saying no that you can concentrate on the things that are really important. To overcome this procrastination style, if you're a pleaser, you need to learn to say no in a caring and nice way, because that is what suits your personality. You also need to be comfortable asking for help from others, and you also need to recognize your limitations. According to Dr. Sapadin, the pleaser should make statements like, "No, but thanks for thinking of me," or "No, I can't drive you today, but I can do it tomorrow." In other words, they have to sound nice because they are trying to balance their personality of pleaser with these new steps of saying no. But with time, of course, they will learn. The whole reason for this approach is so that it's within their personal pleasing style, but still it enables them to avoid allowing people to burden them with too many tasks. The pleasers should start with small steps, and over time, they will develop the skill to say no. To quote Alexander Bell, the only difference between success and failure is the ability to take action. To sum up, I've discussed 3 personal styles of the perfectionist, the dreamer, and the pleaser. And I've also highlighted ideas how to overcome procrastination linked to these 3 personal styles. Thank you for staying with me. Do like this video and share it with other people who you think might benefit from it. If you have not subscribed yet, do it now and press notifications. Thank you so much for staying with me, and best wishes. We all need to elevate our mindset at this time.